Hi guys, in today's video I thought I would film a guinea pig update video, as the last video update on the guinea pigs I filmed was when Albert and Archie got neutered last year because they fell out, and I just thought why not film an update on the pigs. So basically, ever since Albert and Archie got castrated, which was last year, originally I did have my big herd of 8, and then Piglet passed away, one of my sows. She came to me with her sister Betty, and both of them had a lot of issues, and Piglet passed away. Then I got little Miss Mia back in June because Sesame was getting picked on again, and that kind of worked, kind of didn't, because the females weirdly started the other females in the group started babying Mia and kind of then left Sesame and her babies alone in terms of bullying her, so it kind of worked. And then obviously the boys fell out, and then I ended up splitting my herd, so I gave Archie, Scarlet and Betty, Albert, Sesame, Phoebe and Flaky, and then Fergus got Josie and Mia. And then that worked, all those group combinations worked really well for a very long time. And then after that I ended up losing Betty in January. She did pass away from the exact same things that were wrong with her sister. There was a lot of genetic issues. She had a stroke, a seizure. Yeah, nothing kind of went how it should have went with how she passed. Like, it was very much the exact same. Like, she was fine one day, the next day I came in and she was seizuring in her bed, and she was refusing to eat. I fed her critical care, got her in with the vet that night, and she was in the vets for an hour, then passed away. So we've lost her. And then after that we had an issue where basically Scarlet and Archie fell out because Betty was the dominant female. She was the peacekeeper within that group, and it got to a point where those two guinea pigs just did not get on at all without the kind of buffer without them. So it literally got to a point where I came in one morning, I had Scarlet one end of the cage, Archie on the other, both their hairs were puffed up. I went to go feed them, put their food down, and they both just lunged at each other. I got bit, there was quite a bit of blood, which was absolutely lovely. And yeah, so I knew I either had to split someone from my other group up to put in with them, or I had to get friends or something. So I called around adoption centres, called around my local pets homes to see if they had any females for adoption. They said they had one pet home had 2 females and one pet home had 1 single female. I was very much going to take the single female, which I ended up doing. And then with the pair of girls, they said they were 4, and I just thought, they're 4 years of age, they've sat there for about a month, I'll take them on. So I took them on, hence that's out over there next to Archie. So that is Pip in there. She's a tricoloured female. She was the single female, so she was left outside Pets at Home by herself. It was freezing cold. She had frostbite on her feet. It was a really bad situation, and so I took her on, and her and Archie are now best friends, and Archie doesn't like many guinea pigs, to be honest, and those two absolutely love each other. And then Beyonce came with her sister Cruella, and I bonded them as a group of 5. It worked well. It never really worked well, to be honest. These 4 always kind of got on, and Cruella never really fit in. The issue always came about where Cruella basically wants to be the boss, and everyone saw Beyonce as the boss, and yeah, and Beyonce wouldn't back down for the boss, which, to be honest, Cruella just didn't fit in anyway. She wouldn't eat with the others. She would always wait for the others to eat, then she would eat hers. So I bonded Cruella in with Albert, Sesame, Flaky and Phoebe, and now she's really happy within that group. So that's that. And then a few weeks ago, basically, I think after Betty passed away, with how sudden it was, I was looking into the situations with Freddie and Teddy, who they were my pair of boys who completely get on okay. They have no issues with each other, but I'm constantly in a cycle with boys where it's like, when one passes away, I have to go out and get another boy straight away. And it's, with my groups, I have a lot more flexibility. So like my plans with my neutered boy groups is, like, for example, if anything happens to Fergus, I'm going to bond his girls in with one of my other groups just to make it one big group. And eventually I will just have one big group of one neutered boy and however many females I have left. And I was thinking to myself, I've got 2 boys who cannot live with other boys, who've lived with other boys for periods of time, and it just hasn't worked. And I'm a huge believer in boy pairs. I think if you have the right situation, you can house a successful pair of boars. I've done it several times, but it is just one of those where I do just want one group, and I can't really do that whilst I've got sows and a pair of boars, because obviously you can't house them together. So I did get Freddie and Teddy castrated, because eventually when one of them passes away, I am going to be left with a guinea pig on their own, and at least I have the option of several females to pair them up with, and then eventually to potentially group within however many girls are left. So they came through the surgery absolutely amazingly. They're still best friends, absolutely love each other. Freddie took quite a while in the sense of he recovered amazingly well. He just took his time in terms of he didn't slow down after his neuter, which was a real problem, because obviously he did bruise slightly more just because he didn't slow down, which was a bit of a pain in the arse. But now they're both fine. They recovered from the surgery amazingly well. I'm not going to split them unless I have any issues, but so far, to be honest, they're still best friends. They're probably the closest pair of boars I've ever had, and I don't agree with splitting up boars if they don't need it. To be honest, if I didn't have the amount of guinea pigs I had, I would never have even got them castrated. I would have just got them babies eventually. With having quite a few guinea pigs, I don't really want to add more. So yeah, so that is that situation. So I also ordered Fergus, Tozy and Mia a 2x5 CNC, and I ordered these guys a 2x6. So yeah, that is all the updates really for now. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.